Welcome back to MAC Weekly News. This week we will be talking about
Thing of the Week.
Get to Know Your Staff.
Here's Cohen with Bug of the Week and also Cooper with Animal of the Week.
The bug of the week this week is the Goliath bird-eating tarantula. Even with 8 eyes, it cannot see very well. And while the name has bird eating in it, it does not eat birds. This spider makes noise by rubbing their bristles together on its legs. This spider is very venomous, but it's only deadly to small creatures or prey. In response to threats, these spiders stridulate by rubbing setae on their pedipalps and legs. Also, when they're threatened, they rub their abdomen with their hind legs and release hairs that are severe irritant to the skin and mucous membranes. This spider originates from the rainforest regions of South Africa.
Hi everybody, we are here with the animal of the week. The animal this week is the African forest elephant. They are critically endangered. They can range anywhere between 5 and 2 tons and 8 and 10 feet tall. They eat leaves, tree bark, seeds, fruits, and they are endangered due to habitat loss for city development, agricultural purposes, and poaching for their ivory tusks.
Here's Get to Know Your Staff with Mr. Burris.
Mr. John Burris. I do a variety of things here at Mechaniqual. I teach world history, which is freshmen. I teach U.S. history, which is usually juniors, few seniors. And I also teach a class called Current Issues, Current Events, which, that can be usually sophomores up to seniors. And we get into a variety of topics, which are a lot of fun to talk about. And then on the extracurricular, I'm the head basketball coach of boys here. And I've been coaching basketball for over 30 years overall, so I've been at it a while. And teaching, I've been teaching for over 30 years as well. First thing I did was I was a lumber handler, had a lumber company in Akron, Indiana. And I started to get into grading lumber. And then I decided to go to college. I went to Harmon Glass, which was a place I learned how to use my hands to do jobs like put in windshields, put in door glasses, back glasses on vehicles, and did a lot of commercial glazing work with, big doors, big windows. And that really helped me to get out in the public. As I was going through college, I learned how to deal with different people and communicate with people on a personal level and then still get the job done. And then I went to North Miami to teach after I went to college at Grace College, and I learned that was my home school, so I was there for about 30 years and did a lot of things there. I coached basketball at Southwood as well, so that was about a 15-year stop. So these things all build the way you look at things, and I've tried to learn along the way, learn and get experience as I go. I think that's helped me in my journey through education. And I've been married for over 40 years. Me and my wife have, kind of grown up together. So we've bounced a lot of things off each other, and we've learned and grown together, through the years. Working in education I was going to, I go back to when I was at the lumber company. It was a decent job, but I didn't feel like I was making much of a impact on society and kids. And so at that time, I was leading a youth group at our local church that my dad was the pastor, and he asked me and my wife if we'd be interested in doing that. And once I got in there and was able to talk to kids and, kind of role model and do some things to help them with some of the things they were dealing with, I felt like that became a real strength. And it started to bend me towards, hey, let's look at getting our degree and get into education. So I think that was probably the first step. Coming to Mechaniqual was simply kind of coming home for me. I'd been coaching out of the county. I wanted to teach and coach, and I'd done enough in coaching that I could be a little bit more particular about where I was going to coach. So this job opened, and it was appealing to me to be closer to home, so I can teach and coach in the same school district, and that's been a really good move for me. I think working with different kids, the more you work with different kids, the more you see your own strengths as a teacher and as a coach. You've got to be somewhat, solid in what you believe and what you do, or kids are going to see through that. They're going to see that you're just kind of trying to find something that works. I think kids respect when they see somebody that they're sure about what they're doing, and they know that you're giving them their best. They also know that you're not going to steer them in a way that's going to be a detriment to their future. And that's something I try to do in education. I try to give kids a fair chance to be a part of things, but I also give them a good dose of reality and let them know that the life ahead is going to take some hard work, and they're going to have to do their part to make things work. Life's just not going to happen for you. You're going to have to go out and make some things happen. And I feel like that's kind of what I've done in education. I think really understanding that I'm more than a coach. I need to understand that, there's kids around this building. I'm here for more than just coaching. I'm here because somebody in this building, I can be an encouragement to them. I can be somebody that maybe can fulfill some kind of a role for students. I can be a leader. I can also be a listener. I can also be somebody that will stand up and say what needs to be said and maybe get a student back in the right frame of mind, where maybe they come into class and things aren't going well, but by paying attention and giving them a little bit of my time, I can help them get back on the right track. And, I think that's a huge part of being a teacher. You fulfill a lot of roles yourself. You're a leader, you're a teacher, you're very patient when you need to be, but you also can be demanding, and you also can be somebody that kids can look to as a person that they really count on and trust. And when you're a teacher, to be honest with you, you got to have a good day every day. You've got to come in every day ready to help kids, and that's what I try to do.
Here's the Midday Show with Eat It or Wear It.